This right here is a basic tutorial for the setup. How I'm setting up my baby just like the big boy accounts, and this is where I'm going. Into here, you'll see that you will only need 2 barracks. I still have to upgrade them. You will only need 4 hospitals, and the rest are manors. The reason why manors, because with manors you can make more troops in a shorter amount of time for a cheaper price. This one is going to be a wood hyper, so all of my resource buildings down here are wood. And my other accounts, all hyper something different, so I never run out of resources. You never want to set up to run out of resources. So you want to make a hyper account. You only need 2 barracks. Any more than 2, if you make 3, all you're going to do is double the time limit it takes to make those troops. With 4 of these, you only get like a little bit of HP. So it doesn't really help even max at level 25. You only get a 5% HP addition, which is not too great. But with manors you get attack. So if you have a 2% and you have more than 10 buildings, that's a 20% attack boost, even though I have more manors than that, because the amount of manors I have is just kind of ridiculous. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a 22% attack boost once this castle reaches level 25. That's also a big jump. So pay attention to this, and on the next video I'm going to show my bigger castle and what you should put on your wall, because the people I have on my wall haven't built up yet. But they'll be on the way, because they're bumping up. And in order to boost these heroes, before I forget, what you want to do is come into here. You just come in here. If you're boosting Trickster, hit on Trickster right there, and you just sweep. So he can go up. You will have a certain amount depending on how high your VIP level is. And boost the heroes you need boosted first. You can sweep him 4 medals. Get your attack heroes out the way, so you can already start with Oathkeeper. And these are pretty much the 3 main that you need to start with until you reach Rose Knight and Demon Slayer to add to your wall. These are what I currently have at level 22. And I'm only focusing on these 3 first, because Trickster has the research speed boost, and when he's maxed out, that's a 25%. That's a whole lot of time saved, because once you get up high, like the size of my castle, you'll have some good researches that'll last about 180 days. I had a 600-day research, and 25% of that chopped off is a whole lot of time. We're talking months of research that will be cut off. Alright, and here we are on to the big account. We're on to the bigger account, to where you see my buildings are pretty much still set up the same. I still have 2 barracks. I still only have more hospitals now, because I had to reconstruct, because I'm going to go ahead back into trap mode. And when you're trapping, you do want to wipe out these one at a time, all the way to where you only have 1 manor. And you want the rest hospitals, because just in case you take a nice size hit But you really don't really need as many hospitals I have. You really only need 4 unless you're planning on being a trap, because this is a trap channel and I'm going back into trap mode. On your wall, these are the guys that you really want. And the reason why you want these guys, because you get these boosts. My cavalry HP is 50%. Army attack 40%. Trap attack 75%. Infantry HP is 100%. Infantry attack is 60%. This is a big multiplier. And with the range attack being 30%, you know, this is a whole lot of attack. You want a whole lot of attack stats. You really don't really care for defense. Defense really does not do so much. A lot of these other heroes, like as far as Tracker, she doesn't really do anything to add more attack to it. And that's not what you want. Depending on how you have it, if you have a, say you had, since I have infantry pretty much and range, because I have the 2 range heroes, 2 infantry here. Only reason that Rose Knight is there because she provides an army attack for everyone. And if it weren't for that, she wouldn't be on my wall. I would take her down. But if I had a cavalry lineup, it would look something like this. Because what you want to see is that attack bar go up. And see how the cavalry attack just went to 60%. And if you go on a cavalry range, you will want to have some range HP. You can either choose between him, this guy here, Bombing Goblin, or for your next selection, it would either be this girl, because she adds trap attack. And it's pretty much simple. You have pretty much the easy way to go look at your stats and see how strong your percentages are. If you want to see where your attack is, all you have to do is come here, scroll down, and see your percentage. And I don't even have war settings on. This is not even my war settings. And these are my percentages that I'm reading, and I'm not even in war stats. As I show you my stats where I'm at, I'm in construction and research, in training speed, because I'm still making a whole lot of troops. This is not even my attack stuff. So keep that in mind. When I switch to attack, like I have my setups for my already innate talents, I can just go to my infantry range setup, and it's set up like this, where all of my attacks in squad health, range defense, infantry, that's for the infantry range. And if you want to do a mixed setup, this is just a mixed setup. You want to start all the way from the bottom. You want to start with the squad health, max that out, because these hold higher levels. And you want to build these up first. 87% squad health. You really want to build these up. And you want to take your range, cavalry, and infantry offense up for level 3. And that's what you really want to do. Because this is where you're getting your most bang for these attacks. And start out in 3. Don't max out the ones at the top, because the ones at the bottom give you the higher, like at 53%. That's 53% attack compared to you maxing out something like the infantry offense number 2 that only stops at 10%. That's a big change. Big change. If you only maxed out the first one, if you waste these points on this, you're pretty much getting a bunch of nothing. You're only getting 70% with this right here maxed out. It's better to go ahead and just work your way to the bottom and start building up from the bottom. And that's my tutorial for how you want to set up your base. Set up your base accordingly. It's best to do two troop types, because with 2 troop types you can have the most attack for those 2 troop types and the most health.